record it. So today we are going to discuss very useful topic. I hope this session will be very useful to you. Listen carefully. Okay, pay attention. Whatever I'm explaining here, keep learning. It will be very useful. Even one person got selected. I think the guy is Viresh. He learned well, and also Tej also first round clear. So mostly three members got selected for first round. One guy is final round, of course. వాళ్ళు ఎలా ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యారు ఈ విధంగా ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వడం వల్ల వచ్చిందనమాట ఓకేనా సో ఎవరైతే హూ లెర్న్ వెల్ దే విల్ గెట్ జాబ్ హియర్ నో డౌట్ అట్ ఆల్ ఓకే ఎనీవే లెట్స్ స్విచ్ టు ద మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్ అజూర్ క్లౌడ్ టాపిక్స్ గైస్ we started our course like mainly three types of service models. We discussed that one, right? That is, infrastructure as a service and platform as a service and software as a service and also networking. So we are discussing what SaaS, software as a service, software as a service. So here, the software as a service means it is nothing but a developed software already by the Microsoft, which is just we are leveraging that software like Instagram. Already application is developed, software is developed. We're leveraging Facebook and also Gmail. And in the Microsoft, one product is there, Office 365 and Active Directory. So, question for the interview, tell me what are the Azure offering SaaS application, Office 365, Microsoft Entra ID, and also, Azure Portal and Azure DevOps. These are the SaaS applications offered by Microsoft Azure. Have worked on SaaS? Yes. You can say, hey, I worked on SaaS application. I'm pretty good experienced person. I have 4 years of experience on the cloud, 2+ in SaaS I worked on. Tell me on which product you worked on. I worked on Active Directory, which nowadays it is called Microsoft Entra ID and Azure DevOps and Azure Office 360, Microsoft Office 365 and Azure Entra ID, you can say. Okay, that is nothing but SaaS application. SaaS application is nothing but one kind of service model in the Microsoft Azure, in which application is already developed, software is already developed. Just we are leveraging based on our requirement, like sending email and receiving email and charting, communication, Teams, all are comes under SaaS application. But in the Microsoft Azure, we are discussing, this is Microsoft Azure Cloud, guys. We are discussing what? Microsoft Entra ID. It is also called SaaS service, Microsoft Entra ID. Okay, it is a cloud-based identity management control system which can be used for managing users, groups, service principal, managed identity, app registrations, enterprise applications, security, conditional access policies, ID governance, ID protections, okay, Azure policies, everything. Anyway, secure services features we are leveraging, which is offered by Microsoft Azure. In the cloud, there is a Azure Active Directory, formerly it is called. Right now, currently, we're calling Microsoft Entra ID. If I go to the Microsoft Azure Cloud ecosystem, see here, this is Microsoft Entra ID. What is your work here? What you have done so far? What you have done, tell me. Hey, I worked on Entra ID now. In that, what I did, I created users. I created groups. And also, I grant the permission to that particular users, to the specific group. And also, I created enterprise applications. I created app registrations. And also, I leveraged identity governance to protect our applications and services in the organization. In the organization means in the cloud. And also, I created custom domain for this Entra ID. Means example, guys. Keep in mind. So anyway, have worked on Entra ID. Yes. What is the formula it is called? Active Directory. What is a SaaS? Okay. How many types of service models? IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. Have worked on SaaS? Yes, What are the services offered by Microsoft Azure in the SaaS? Already. Teams, Gmail, Outlook, and Azure Entra ID, Office 365, Azure DevOps, Azure Portal. See, this is Azure Portal actually. This is also SaaS application, We no need to maintain yourself. No need to patching. You no need to control. You no need to secure. Everything is maintained by Microsoft Azure. This is portal, guys. See, portal.azure. It is also called SaaS application. Okay. Everything I am going to explain. Take each and every sentence very useful to you. If you take it, definitely very useful to you. Okay, na? Right. So what you have done so far? Tell me in Active Directory. Yes, I worked on Active Directory. I worked on Microsoft Entra ID. What you have done? Guys, in any company, suppose if you are working for any company as a Azure admin or a cloud operational engineer, senior software engineer, specialist, anything, whatever, regardless of the designation, you are going to work on Active Directory. It's a scratch from the project. First of all, you are going to add the employees, your employees into your organization. That can be possible by this Microsoft Entra ID, formerly it is called Active Directory. If you go to the manage, all the features are available here. Okay, so this is users. Nothing but adding the employees into the our organization. Adding the employees into the our organization. Coming to the groups, adding the group of employees into our organization. Adding the group of employees into our organization. Okay, into the our organization means, for example, you are working for a Capgemini company. In your Capgemini, maybe 500 employees will be there. In the 500 employees group into the five. One group, second group, third group, fourth group, like this 100, 100. We're going to add the group in order to manage simplification purpose. Okay. Suppose you are admin for the Capgemini. Today, five members will be joined. Like HR will be joined, cloud engineer will be joined, software engineer will be joined, DevOps team will be, engineer will be joined, specialist will be joined. Anyway, whoever the employee join, he will be add that employee into the organization. That is your work. That is your job. You have to fulfill that requirement. You should be increase your skill sets. Create user, grant the permission. Create group, grant the permission. Now, coming to, I am going to explain a specific service today. Okay. What is that? Security, na? Wait. Custom domain, Microsoft Entra Tenant, application proxy. Okay. Just right. Users, groups, best service today I'm going to explain. Microsoft Entertainment custom domain names not required. User settings. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So today I'm going to explain security is best. Okay. User settings for the. So first question for the interview. Hello, guy. Have you worked on Microsoft Entra ID? Hello, guy. Have you worked on Microsoft Entra ID? Yes. What is another name for this one? Previously, it is called Active Directory. Have you worked on? Yes. What is the rate on that one? 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. How many years of do you have experience total? 7. On Entra ID, how many years? 3 plus, 2 plus. Okay. Please tell me what is Entra ID. Nothing but it's a cloud-based identity management system which can be used for managing the employee company properties like users, groups, service principal, management, security, access, identities, everything we are going to manage along with the additional features. That is called Enter ID. In the Enter ID, what you have done so far? I worked on securities. You can say, I worked on securities. I worked on security. Tell me, what are the securities offered by Microsoft Azure in Enter ID? So this is a very important. Even in the afternoon, 3 o'clock, there's I have one interview. In that also they asked, hey, tell me for security perspective, what is the best practices you are using in your project at a application level and organization level, which is identity level? He asked. So we explained, yes, application level we are using networking, guys. NSEA is service endpoint, private endpoint, firewall, DDoS protection, and Bastion, okay, application gateway, load balancers, NAT gateway, WAF policy, and RBAC IAM. Coming to the organization level, we're using Enter ID, identity-based access, conditional access protection, and ID protection, and identity security score, and name-based location, authentication-based locations, and multi-factor authentication. These are the security services I'm leveraging to protect our properties in our organization. You know, check it. This is you are the person as an admin for Capgemini. In the Capgemini, we are using Azure Cloud ecosystem. You are working for cloud environment for the company. The project is not something like McLaren or something, whatever it may be, Asian Paints. Take Asian Paints, genuine project, asianpaints.com. It's a project. You are working for Asian Paint project. Imagine that in one company, for example, Capgemini company, we're working for Azure Cloud. In the Azure Cloud, services you are going to be providing Asian customers. Okay, US customer Anukondi. Okay, na? Imagine that US customers. So they will come. Hey, my employees are 500 members, 1 lakh, 10,000, 1,000 members. Of course, however, members, you are going to create users here. We're going to create for Asian company. We're going to create users. After that, you are going to configure the conditional access policy. Tell me what are the security services offered by Microsoft Azure in Entra ID? Yes, even I worked on that. You have to say. First one is, you know, app registration. App registration it is providing. Okay, understand my spellings. Okay, registration and enterprise applications and service principle, conditional access policy, ID protection, ID identity. ID means identity, guys. Okay, identity governance. Okay, then policy, Azure policy, and RBAC, role based access control. This is RBAC. Don't CK. RBAC. Okay, role based access control, and also Office 365. Security groups, Office 365. These are all the security services offered by Microsoft Azure. Okay? Microsoft Azure offering in Entra ID. అన్ని దీంట్లో all services, all these services available inside this Microsoft Entra ID. Okay? Done. Now, today we are going to discuss conditional access policy. Tell me, have you worked on conditional access policy anytime in your project? You mentioned that you worked on Active Directory, Enter ID, you worked on all these features. Security features, okay. Of course, I agree. I'm happy. Now tell me, I want to know whether you have good knowledge or good experience person or not. What is conditional access policy? You have worked on it? Yes. See, this is interview question, but real time, they will be raised a ticket like this. Hello, cloud engineer. Hello, administrator. Can you please create a conditional access policy to the guy which is from America? See, guys, the person coming from America, he has something, work, role in Asian Paint. He will be raise the ticket. I want to access. But in your company, one policy is there. You should be outside the organization, outside India, whoever coming to you, coming to your company, you should be create conditional access policy. It will be provide very additional layer of security. So that you should be configure conditional access policy. So if anyone come to you, kindly grant access to me in Azure Cloud. They will ask like this. Okay, no problem. I can grant you. I can provide access. No worries. Definitely. This is my job also. I can do. But once you grant the permission, you should be create conditional access policy. Conditional access policy. So before that, you should enable what? Passwordless authentication. If you go to the conditional access policy here, before that, you should be enable passwordless authentication. Means, guys, sometimes they will ask like this, everything in work, one task only. But in the one task, we will get multiple questions. I will cover interview questions as well as real-time work, okay? See, what is your job? You will go to the Microsoft Entra ID. Definitely we'll go to the Microsoft Entra ID. Definitely we'll go to the security. Once any one person come to you, see, you know already in every company, every employee, definitely they will use what? First Outlook they will use. Definitely first tool they will should open. Teams they should open. And also SharePoint they should open. And Outlook they should open. And Azure Portal and Visual Studio Code. These are all the tools every employee should open in his laptop from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. once he check into the company hours, right? We are familiar with that. Everyone, suppose you are working for any company, once you check it in, you are going to open these tools. Very common. We are going to open this tool. Outlook, Teams, what is SharePoint, Azure Portal, some calendars, scheduling purpose, and OneDrive, etc. And ServiceNow ticketing tool. This is very, very important. Just every employee should do every day checking ServiceNow ticketing tool or Jira or OpsRamp. ServiceNow ticketing tool. Tickets are getting here. See, in real-time company, nobody can call you, do this, like, don't ask you. They all, whatever their requirement, they will raise a ticket. With respect to ticket only, they need fulfill. That's it. Okay. Right. So this is ServiceNow ticketing tool. In the ServiceNow ticketing tool, from the Asian Paint customer will have access, he will be raised the ticket. Hello, cloud engineer administrator. I want access. I'm from the UK. I'm from the America, out of India. Could you please grant access? So that we should be create conditional access policy. First of all, we should what? We should be create user here. We should be create user here for the Asian Paint customer coming from UK. Na? So go to Active Directory, which is enter ID, and create user, new user. For example, I'm going to create new user anyway. Uh, for example, he's from just last interview we did what that name is. In interview also the American John, something like John. Capital letters not all. John. John 2. Okay. Right. So this is password. For the guy, we're creating user, John from UK. Okay. UK John or else US John. John US. Okay. John to US. Right. I'm going to create and take the password for this, or else you can generate yourself, no problem. Now user has been created. You can grant this username and password for the John. He will be able to join. He will be able to join, very common. So this is John. Hey, John, take your username and password. So see like this, I will share to the guy here. In the Teams calls also, directly I will take into chat box anyway for understanding purpose. See like this. Hey, John, take your username and password. This is your password. And also this is your username, John. You can join like this. You can guide guys clearly real time loan lagane prepare avala miru. So this is your password, John. Now you can join into the Azure portal. You can do work. But before that, you should be provide permission or background. Go to security, sir. So open the like this. You should be open duplicate tabs. So while you are working, you can open multiple tabs. This is very useful for understanding. Okay, and simplifies the workload as well. So I'm going to be subscription level, right? We should provide a permission subscription level. See, in the Azure cloud, you should be provide permission at subscription level or else resource group level. This is very, very useful because John joined. Now he want to work on the cloud. So you should have the subscription level access. Otherwise, you can't able to work do. Okay, you can't able to do the work anything. So go to that, create that. See, right? Add role assignment. See, you can provide a permission like contributor. In the description, everything will be, at least you should provide contributor, guys. Okay, at least you should provide contributor. Go to that. Yeah, contributor. Very, very easy, guys. In Azure portal, working is very easy. What is it? John. Yeah. John 2. Yeah, this one. You have to provide that person, right? Awesome. Like this, done. No problem. After that, now you have to focus. You should enable the passwordless authentication. Go to the authentication method. Go to Azure Active Directory, guys. Go to Azure Active Directory. First, how do you enable the passwordless authentication? Go to the Microsoft Enter ID. Step-by-step process I'm explaining. Listen carefully. Pay attention. Even it is recorded as well. I will be sharing. I will show. And go to that securities. Under the manage, there is option authentication methods. Okay. Oh, no. This is a no. Something is updated. Just wait. Wait. Just recently updated in the back. I think manage in the manage. No. Yes, here. Here. Right. Okay. Go to the Microsoft Enter ID, guys. Go to the security. Under the security, we have manage. Under the manage, we have authentication methods. So tell me how many authentication methods offering in Microsoft Enter ID? In the security. In securities, how many authentication methods? See, you can say Microsoft Authenticator 1 and passkey 2 and also temporary passkey. You can say. So say FIDO 2 means fast identity online. Very fast access. No need to design everything like username and password, not required. So, but most of the companies, most of the employees using multi-factor authentication. So whenever you are enabling the passwordless authentication to the users, you are going to Azure Active Directory, going to Active Directory Security Manager Authentication Method. So Microsoft Authenticator. See here, we are going to use all users. We are going to use all users. Okay. So for all users, see here, any, you can use passwordless. Save it, guys. That's it, guys. Now, all users, first time only, they will provide username and password for Azure portal. Suppose this John tried to log in to the Azure portal, for example. He will first time provide username and password. After that, next, only multi-factor authentication via authenticator app code. Always it asking code. Always it is asking code. For example, John tried to log in to the Azure portal. First time he'll provide username and password. Of course, whatever I shared here. Here, whatever I shared is John provide username and the password. He can set it up to new password, of course. After once he log in, next time he try to log in, it will be asked password, not required password. Multi-factor authentication will be asking like authenticator app via authenticator app code. You can understand. So this is how we are going to enable the passwordless authentication. This is work. That's it. One time work for single user. If you want to make it for single user, you can do single user also, not a problem. Go to that multi-factor authentication, Active Directory security, authentication methods. So here, multi-factor authenticator. You can use specific user also, selected group also. Okay, and you can use passwordless authentication. Okay, or else if you want to use all users, some users don't want. You can add that users. You can add that group and add that users. You don't want to enable. So like this, they will ask many times I got question this. Hey, I have 100 members. In the 100 members, I don't want to enable passwordless authentication to the 10 members only. Remaining 90 members should allow the passwordless authentication. How do you do that? I will make it all include to all members. I will enable. And also I will exclude that for 10 members. That's it, guys. Simple answer. But it is like a scenario very big if we don't know. మనకు తెలియకపోతేనే అది ఏదో అడుగుతున్నాడు రా అనిపిస్తుంది. అట్లా ఏం లే. ఇది ఎన్నో మెనీ టైమ్స్ ఐ గాట్ క్వశ్చన్. I have 10 members are 100 members are the employees are there, users are there. I want to allow the passwordless authentication to all my employees. They don't want to always use password, always use password. It is very security risk, right? So don't use password. Key means code, sending code to their mobile, so extra layer of authentication. So that I want to make sure passwordless authentication to the 100 members. Okay, but I should be should be accept 10 members. How can you do that? Yes, in Azure portal there is option include and include. Exclude. Include means I can include all the 100 members. So exclude 10 members. I can be selected as a group. Suppose if I select I can add the group. I can select the group, create one group and add all the group members inside that. See, for example, Azure DevOps. In the 10 members, imagine that in the Azure DevOps, 10 members are there. You can exclude it. Now, passwordless authentication should not be allowed to this group. This is a thing happen. This is how we are going to enable the passwordless authentication. What is now question for the interview? What is a passwordless authentication? Please tell me. It is nothing but a modern security feature in the Entra ID, which can be used for enable the users to log into the any Azure services without password. Always. Why? Because if you have 100 members, you need to create 100 password to the users. 100 and each member should be remember the password. One time enough, okay. He can be saved somewhere. But again and again, every day login, right? Every day you have to log in. Once you log in and log out after the hours you are going to be signing to company hours, then you should be provided password. It is not good. Sometime another any hackers from the internet maybe steal our data also. So that in order to avoid that, we are going to use passwordless authentication. Multiple times they are asking you to have worked on passwordless authentication. What is passwordless authentication? It's a security feature, a modern security feature, a flagship authentication method, which is used to log into the users without providing the passwords. But they can be used authenticator app passcode. That's it. This is passwordless authentication done. Now coming to the what is that? Conditional access policy. So here also another feature that can be respect to the password for the login purpose. It is a login paste, guys. Whenever any users try to log in, a password authentication will be coming to the picture, of course. Now coming to the conditional access policy. What is conditional access policy? What is a conditional access policy? Tell me. See, guys, this feature for this Azure portal, it is free trial, so that it is grayed out because it is only if you want to work on the conditional access policy, it should be premium. However, I can explain. If we hit on that, it will ask some features, guys. It will ask some features for whom you are going to enable the conditional access policy. UK engineer, right? We discussed it for this guy. The name will be coming to the picture. So whenever you are going to create the conditional access policy, it will be asked who is the user. For example, John US, right? Okay. What is a policy? Well, policy is nothing but condition. The policy means here condition. The condition, if user is out of the India, block it. Condition will be there. ఇక్కడ చూపించడానికి అవ్వట్లేదు. It is free trial కాబట్టి, so it is free trial. I can't able to show here. It's not allowed to create. So I can explain, of course, in imagination. If I hit on that, it will ask first who is the user for whom you are going to enable conditional access policy. You can select that John Hughes. It will become. Then what is the condition? It will ask. The condition is there is a radio buttons are there. If user is outside company like this, action is black. Second one, if the user is inside India, action is allow. That's it, guys. Simple. This is a jobs are available in the industry. If you increase your skill set, nothing will be there. You will be get easily job. But you should have awareness to explain. If you don't have, if you can't able to explain that information or answers, we won't get job. it should be explained properly. What is a conditional access policy? Tell me. What is a passwordless authentication? Tell me. Now I'm going to explain what is conditional access policy. Guys, it is a security feature in Microsoft Azure Android, guys. But you can see in the interview, hey, it is nothing but, it is a security feature in Android, which can be used for grant the access to the employees with a certain condition. It's a policy-based authentication method. In this, we are going to create conditions and rules with respect to the business environments. There are multiple policy-based rules. One is location-based. Second one is device-based. Third one is IP-based. If the person in our country, we can provide access. If the person is used our device, which is company laptop, then only we can allow access. The person is using a whitelisted IP, allowed IP address for the laptop, which is internet, Wi-Fi is connected, which is a we already trusted device, then only allow. Other than access will be denied. In this way, we are going to create conditions. So based on the conditions only, we are going to provide the access to the engineer, employee, user. Understood? Conditional access. Here, name itself, you see, conditional access. Access is giving to someone with respect to that condition by following condition, specific condition. If condition is satisfied, then only access is done. For example, now John tried to log into Azure portal. Imagine that. This John tried to join using this username and password. Of course. Okay, he provide username and password. Then it will ask what we enable. The device is company device. John only access if the company in laptop only. He cannot able to access from any other laptop. Suppose this John take this password and username. He went to some other internet office, for example, some net center. He tried to join. He tried to log in. Never possible. Why? What is the condition we did? We did right. We wrote only the company laptop, joined device. Then only you can access Azure portal. That's the one condition. John is in India only. Automatically, Microsoft Azure will be understand this request coming from India. Then he can able to join. So in this way, John username and password only whatever here in Azure to directory, this username and password only allow. Username and password only allow. So in this way, we are going to enable the multi-factor authentication and conditional access policy, passwordless authentication. So what is passwordless authentication? It is nothing but one feature, security feature in Microsoft Azure, which is used to log into the Azure resources or company application without using passwords. Just we're using passcode through multi-factor authenticator app, Microsoft Authenticator, right? You can install from the Google multi-factor authenticator. Everything today I explained everything about company environment. Always, you can go any employee working near to you, you can check. He always using mobile Microsoft Authenticator. You need to design like this. You need to set it up. Whenever new Jan come to you now, he raise a ticket from Service Nova, you have to design like this. Okay, guys, this is enough today. Okay, enough. So today you learned what? Passwordless authentication and conditional access policy. You can go through that, go through this recorded video. I will share questions and do practice well. And you can check in YouTube also. For free trial, ఇక్కడ నేను చూపించలేకపోయాను కదా. యూట్యూబ్లో చూసుకోండి, దాన్ని సేమ్ ఆప్షన్స్ అడుగుతారు. ఇఫ్ ఐ హిట్ ఆన్ దట్ ఇన్ ప్రీమియం, ఇట్ విల్ ఆస్క్ హూ ఇస్ దట్ అసైన్ యూజర్స్ అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద కండిషన్ అండ్ దెన్ యాక్సెస్ యాక్షన్ వెదర్ అలో ఆర్ deny. That's it. The three options are there. That's it, guys. Conditional access policy and passwordless authentication and how many methods of authentication methods. So these are nothing but Microsoft Entra ID security features offered by Microsoft Azure. And coming to groups, in the group, will be discussed tomorrow also. In the group, we have Office 365 group. Okay, Office 365 group. You can provide group name is HR team. or else DevOps team, or else testing team, or else production team, whatever it may be. In the company, they will ask this team, you have to create the group, you have to create the group. You should come to the Active Directory, go to the groups, and take the description requirement. According to that, you can create new group. You can provide the name first. Okay. Then automatically Office 365 applications like SharePoint, Calendar, Azure Portal, okay, Online Exchange, CRM, OneDrive, Calendar, Teams, all the applications, all our products from Microsoft only. Those will be associated to that employee, which is in our company. No need to maintain separately instead of separately maintaining applications like username and password, username and password, username and it's very tedious. Don't worry about it. You can create use groups and add the group users into the group. Automatically, Microsoft assign all the applications to the person. No worry. It will be reduce the management overhead so that we are using groups. That's it, guys. Okay. I will share this video and questions.